guys to kind of turn things around from the first to the second and pick up a few points?
I think when you come into this building, I mean, this team starts well. That's just that's a part of their identity, and I don't think we're overly thrilled with how we started. But I mean, that being said, to have composure and to kind of find our game after that, I think that's great. And obviously in the third, we're able to kind of more or less lock things down and play pretty good hockey. So all in all, it's a good result for us.
How much is it a confidence boost to have these low event games, to come out on top of it with just 2 more regular season games?
Yeah, it's big. It's not something that we've done a lot in the past, but I mean, if you look at games recently, it's all been close, and I mean that's what we're expecting here moving forward. So it's a good opportunity for our guys to get comfortable. It can be nerve-wracking when you're in these close games, and the more you do it, and the more you are able to execute and just rely on your structure and end up on top, it's a good feeling.
You see, it hasn't been done in the past. What do you attribute to? Is it just the change in personnel,
yeah,
the buy-in, everything?
It's not anything major. I didn't mean that. I just kind of different structure, and it's just been happening more, I find.
What do you make of how Joseph Woll performed, especially now?
Yeah, he's been outstanding all year. Both our goalies have been great, and tonight was no different. Joe is just a real competitor and a real pro, and this is a challenging game to come in, and he performed exceptionally well.
You guys had 16 instances of back-to-backs this season. Those are done. Like, how much of that is a relief to get the results and kind of pace yourselves between now and then?
Yeah, I think if you go back a few months to the end of January, I think the schedule was a little daunting, and I thought our guys did a great job, not complaining about it too much, just taking it as we go, and hard work, and our training staff has helped a lot. Our coaching staff has been great, so it's been a real group effort, and I think the guys, last few months have done a good job.
Defense is a bit depleted over the last couple of days, but you get 3 points. How much do you like contributing on both ends?
Yeah, no, it's good. That's obviously something that I want to be able to do, and other guys want to be able to do as well. So when that works out, it's good. But right now I think we're all just collectively trying to focus on the team game, and obviously the results are the most important part right now.
The long journey to make your Leafs debut here.
Yeah, it was great. It was exciting. I think when I signed here in the off season, that was the goal to wear the Maple Leaf, and in an intense game too against a good team. So that's a great win for us. I was excited to get in and get some action.
You're a veteran. You've been around for a while, but how difficult is that to get called up in emergency, the tail end of back-to-back, and just without really kind of having a practice, just kind of find your flow with the system?
You know what? Like, I've been through so much in my career in that role for a long time. So I'm very comfortable in those situations. There's no stress. There's no no issue for me. I can play in a million different ways, however they need me to, in whatever situation. So I was just excited to find out. Obviously, then fortunately they had to play a man down, play 5, but then get to jump in and help them on a back-to-back.
How did you just find out yesterday that you were going to make the trip here?
Kind of a little bit before. Like, I think they were waiting to kind of see with some guys, but obviously knew the situation that could be. So, held back from the game in Cleveland with the Marlies to kind of find out the scoop. And then, when I see they're going 5 and that they needed a guy, I was just ready to get here with him.
How'd you like to feel alongside Brandon Carlo there for most of the game?
Oh, it's great. He talks so much. He's big, physical. Just moving for each other was great. He was fun to play with.
And just being able to kind of contribute, like, it's very much like a playoff atmosphere. It's a tough team, low-scoring affair until the very end there. How's it feel to just kind of be able to kind of contribite to that?
Yeah, you want to contribute to winning, whatever that looks like, however that is. Again, that's another reason why I wanted to be with Toronto is their ability and the team they have right now to be competitive and to win. So, I'm a big believer in, whether you're in the lineup, in the NHL, out of the lineup, in the minors, you can contribute in ways to winning within an organization. So to get the chance to do that, it's exciting.
What allowed you guys to kind of turn things around there after the first period?
Yeah, Woller stood on his head, made a couple of really huge saves, and we got a nice goal to get the lead in the first, which maybe we didn't deserve, but we battled and stuck with it, and were able to score a couple there in the second and the third.
These last 2 games have been very low event. The playoffs are around the corner. How much does this give you guys a boost that you guys can play this way and come out with
Yeah, I think it's maybe been a little bit more like that this year. I think when we've been playing. So, yeah, I mean, we're just trying to get ready for the playoffs.
What, sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
All good.
Power play, like you know, it seemed to be kind of ramping up in the early going. It maybe wasn't there, but now you're kind of playing on both units there. How do you like that?
Yeah, it's good to be out there, get a little bit more ice time. Obviously, we want O back in the lineup, so I don't have to play or don't play on both units. But yeah, it's been good. I think today we kind of had a little tougher time on the power play, but just get back, have a good practice or morning skate, get work on the power play, and be ready for Buffalo.
You guys just finished your 16th instance of games on back-to-back nights. Like, how good does that feel to kind of get that part out of the way and just kind of pace yourselves and ramp up for what lies ahead?
Yeah, I think it's nice to know that the back-to-backs are over and we just, go from here.
I know you're team focused, but you got number 45 tonight. What does that do for your confidence that, in these low event games, you're still putting up milestones individually?
Yeah, I mean, I think you always want to try to be, creating something in low event games, but that was just a great play by Domes to find me there. I just had I just had my stick on the ice, just hit my stick and went in. Didn't have to do much.
Joseph, what allowed you guys to kind of turn things around here and pick up the 2 points?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we got, found our game, settled in after the first and got to our game and played the right way all the way through. Had some big blocks and got some big goals.
How positive is that? We're at game number 80 of the season. You mentioned playing the right way. The team's playing well in front of you defensively. How much confidence does that give you?
Yeah, I think that's the aim, and that's what Chiefs preached all year is playing the same way, sticking to our systems regardless of who we're playing, the time of the year. So it's awesome to see all the guys buying in, especially this time of the year. So yeah, it's great.
How good does that feel in that first period when you're playing on the tail end of back-to-back, maybe the guys are tired, but you're getting a lot of work and you're making the saves and keeping it a clean sheet after those 20 minutes?
Yeah, I think any time you get a lot of action the first, it's nice. It helps you settle in, feel the puck, and kind of the opposite of last night. It's hard, like with Stoli, you don't get many shots in the first. It's hard to get into the game. So, yeah, it was nice. It helped me settle in a bit.
First period, you had to make the 4-minute kill there, and you had the big blocker save on, I guess, Roslovic. But otherwise, they kept most of what's clean for you. I'm sure that helped.
Yeah, exactly like you said. I thought we did a good job of limiting the high quality chances, and again we had some great blocks and almost got the kill off, but I think we did a pretty good job through most of that kill.
When that first period looked like you had Pat say on his Svechnikov, did he come say something to you in the second period about that?
Oh, not about that. Yeah, just joking around. Yeah.
Gotcha. I think you and Anthony have like 20 wins this season. It's like first time ever, like 2 goalies. Like, what does it say about how you guys have split the workload here and kind of helped the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a good back and forth, and I think at different times in the year, we both kind of stepped up when needed, and I think that's pretty awesome. I think when you have 2 guys that are able to play and able to help the team, it's pretty nice. But he's a hell of a goalie, so I'm just happy to be out there with him.
What allowed you guys to kind of change things up here in the?
Yeah, we weathered the storm in the first. That's not unusual for that team to do what they did, but it's just about harder plays with the puck in the second, more just winning more battles, more direct, and did a way better job in the second. And obviously in the third period we had everything was fine, and then we took a 4-minute minor and almost had it killed off, but they got one back. But I thought that the second, third were good.
Is the team playing where you want them to for the most part with these low event games late in the season and finding ways to win games?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's going to be tight. We know that, and got to have composure. Thought in the first period, maybe not as much composure as we needed, but I thought that got a lot better in the second and third.
Joseph Woll has
Yeah, he was solid.
How is that making it, if at all, a challenge to kind of figure out a goaltending plan for the playoffs?
I don't know if it's a challenge. I think it's a good thing. We got 2 capable guys who are doing the job.
William gets his 45th goal.
Yeah.
You've been using him a little bit more on the PP2, like keeping him the whole way. Like,
Yeah.
what does it say from him?
Well, I mean, he's scored goals all year for us. He's been great. I thought he had a real good game in the second and third. That line was good in the second and third. I put Max up there tonight with those guys, and they ended up getting a couple goals, so it was good. But yeah, that's what we need out of them. Need them to produce, but also do the job defensively.
To start, you put Pontus up there with them, and you moved Cal Yarncroke down. Like, was that just you want to see a different look up there? Or?
Well, I didn't feel there was enough going on last couple games or last game, so I made a switch, and I thought that Lawton, Yarncroc, and Lorenz line really did a great job tonight of kind of dictating how we need to play the game, and being a hard line to play against. I thought they did a good job, provided a lot of energy for us, and I knew I needed minutes out of these guys, and I got the minutes out of them.
Now, what'd you make of Mermis' debut?
He was solid, really competitive. Like I said, he just made the hard puck plays he needed to make, and blocking shots and just being competitive. He was solid. Yeah.
You mix the top and the bottom pair. Was that just to split up the experience with the?
Yeah, pretty much. Rotate him around a little bit, on situations and things like that. So, yeah, it was a good team win, I thought. It's not an easy building. They got a great home record, and they put you on your heels. And I thought that we weathered the storm in the first and handled them after that in the second and third.
That was your 16th back-to-back, your last one of the season. How much of a relief is it to kind of get through that?
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of plan?
I'm proud of the group for how they responded this year. I think our record was 10-4-2 maybe on back-to-backs this year. Pretty good record. It's tough a lot of times with the travel and where you're at and everything. So guys have done a good job of, being smart and playing the right way and defending and not, opening it up too much, So, yeah.